So yeah, let's get right into it. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as it happens. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much-needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out Ishtola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. I think I'm about to be fighting it out with Razor again. I checked this earlier, before I even got started. I'm having a very love-hate relationship with Razor, with an emphasis on hate. Love the peripherals, hate the software. It's no use taking in all these Garleans if we're going to let them freeze to death. We need heat, for goodness sake. I knew I should have brought more warming tinctures. We shall have the heaters ready before long. With the problem of this dreadful cold addressed, I imagine demeanors may change for the better. I plan to make heaters enough for not only the camp, but for those who have chosen to maintain or remain in the station as well. More people at the camp means more bodies to keep warm. The smiths have been scrambling to get enough heat in for everyone, and we've got people searching for firewood in case it comes to that. Yes, I've been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water, but what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. Facts. Considering yesterday, the twins were captured and were collared. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with between the tempered and the first's wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. Yeah, PTSD, folks. It's real, and it is definitely to be taken seriously. And no, it is not limited to warfare. Many people suffer PTSD for various reasons. Rape victims, sexual assault victims, people who were bullied, many from the LGBTQ community. They all suffer PTSD from horrendous bullying or being assaulted. PTSD is not limited to soldiers of war, or victims of war for that matter. For their sakes, we mustn't waver, but nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to say the day won, and in so do Viting and Daster. Oh my god! Can you dyslexically talk? Is that a thing? For their sakes, we mustn't waver, but nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in so doing invite disaster. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. You ready? I am. Let's go.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever,
but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Oh. He came with, too. Euless. Praise the sun. Euless.
Warmth. At last.
Good answer.
Marvellous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Minson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
Ah.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
This guy's eyes are just like mine, and that is how much sleep I don't have. Jeez.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
He's white.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
Definitely white. Ha! I can say that because I am white and I know.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Yeah, he's not having a good time. He's also probably no more than a teenager. Maybe 19 or 20.
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, The rift between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea. The Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter. I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
More of this, please. Thank you, Ogdondo Gaming.
It is a remarkable achievement.
Much appreciated.
Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast. As if they still share in this moment.
Feel free to chat too. Staying and hang out. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be watching quite a few cutscenes, so take a seat.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Ah, the flower. Blue. So I wonder if part of it is going to be yellow, blue, green, all these different colors. I wonder if we're going to see them all by the end of this game, and if that triggers something. That is an angry tower. Talismans are working.
Thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varus?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
Indeed.
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Damn. Damn! Really? Oh boy. Well, did not see that coming. But well played. Well played indeed.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Oh. To dinner? Not what I was expecting.
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold.
What?
Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
What? Okay, just a minion. Okay.
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Owlus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
That's... oof. Yeah, we'll go with Snark. This is such a pain in the ass.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine?
So, that is something that I think was revealed in Shadowbringers, that the Hero of Light, or Warrior of Light, you, the player, is actually an Asian. Which, I'm going to have to double check on that lore, but I think that's what he just meant by that.
I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes.
Something is displeased.
Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate.
I swear to God, if it's my body, I'm gonna be upset.
Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course.
North Korea has entered the chat.
As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Galvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself.
Wow.
And lo, the Savior was born. The embodiment of the Garlean spirit. Their anima.
Final Fantasy X summons have entered the building. First the Mega Sisters, now Anima. Oh my god. If we're gonna get Sin, what was another one? It was Yoshi. I think it was Yoshimoto. That's probably wrong, but wow. I'm impressed. I mean, I guess that makes sense though, because Final Fantasy XII was already brought in the level 70 expansion. Go figure. It's gonna be a bastard to fight. I can just see it now.
It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe.
Jesus.
The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery.
That strut.
Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria.
This dude just wants to fight. Like, an eviler version of Vegeta. Mixed with Goku's stupidity of just wanting to fight.
I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone.
Psychopath. Kick his ass.
At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
This is literally...
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
This is literally Final Fantasy VI Kafka taking over the world and destroying it because he can. Final Fantasy XIV has truly impressed me by bringing together so many different aspects of the lore of the various games up until this one. I think, well, actually, it even brought in some Final Fantasy XV elements. So, quite frankly, Final Fantasy XIV is an amalgamation of all of the other Final Fantasies into one, and it's very impressive. Very impressive.
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself.
I don't like where this is going.
Or together.
So at this point, I'm not even sure what this guy even is. A human who's transcended? Oh no, he's possessing my body. And I'm gonna have to fight myself. As a peon of Garlemald.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
Wow. This expansion.
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
This expansion does not have boundaries. Oh my god. None.
There it is. Your camp, I believe.
Wow.
If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue.
Oh my god. This is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Terrible, horrible, unethical, but awesome.
Tempered soldiers, with standing orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Point of order, too. I don't know how you guys feel about alien conspiracy theory, but one of the 1942 or 45, 52, whatever it was, Roswell alien conspiracy theories allude that one of the aliens that was captured from the wreckage was able to push the soul out of a human body and then place it back in, and was able to remove their soul from the body that it was inhabiting, the gray big-eyed, little Martian man. And this is essentially that, and allegedly part of nirvana and attaining enlightenment is to be able to transcend your physical form, which literally means taking your soul out of your body and experiencing whatever that might be. So there is literally nothing that they haven't touched in this expansion. They've touched suicide. They've touched child death. They've touched the ravages and horrors of war. They've touched the politics of it all, from holier-than-thou elitism to the suffering of the regular layman to basically a caricature of the American Empire. Just incredible. And then the spirituality, the Hindu gods and Hindu faith and beliefs and lifestyle and culture, Middle Eastern culture, and now even Ascensionism, alien conspiracy theory. I just want to know what's next. This is truly impressive. What class am I? Ha! Sure. Why not? So I get attack, and defense. Oh, and I have a time limit. Wow. Oh no.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Okay. Oh, but there's no healing. Okay. Oh, no. Alright, well. Can we not get in the way here? Thank you. Ah, crap. I'm not sure how this LOS works. And I'm not even sure where the Camp Broken Glass is. Which way? Yep, we're gonna. Where's my objective? Oh my god. So somehow there is a key card. Alright, we're gonna apparently gets fucked. A medical kit. Medical kit. Another medical kit. I need a key card and a key. Oh. It's not like I have / sneak or stealth. Bruh. Find the Magic's Reaper identification key and fuel. Fuel concealing wreckage. Okay. Come on, health. I'm just gonna get devastated. Oh man, this is terrible. Oh no. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be walking through like every combatant. Oh good, I'm gonna need that. Alright, so now I need to find that Reaper again. Jesus. So, I mean, oh. I mean, can I not just run past it? So what happens if I just try and go through them all? Oh. That's not gonna work. Okay. I mean, I definitely prefer not dying and having to start this all over again, but I had to find out. And I think I aggroed them all. Crap. Yeah, I'm not gonna live. Ain't no way. Yeah. Alright. Let's try that again. Oh, don't tell me I have to do all that over again. Wow, seriously? We'll do normal, that's fine. But it looks like I have to fight this one.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
Still gonna pay him respects. Alright, so this doesn't give me squat. Okay. Small medical kit. I discovered a metal pit. Alright, so we made it to the fuel. What? Oh, come on. Well, shit. That means I have to go... Yeah, well, whatever. Alright, so the fuel is over here. I think I'm going to run out of time. Actually, I think I did have to go this way. Oh my god. You're fucking serious. Shit. Yeah, this is probably harder than most of the raids. Jesus. Alright, so it's fueled. You've not been turned? Thank goodness. I thought I was the only one left. Ah, the bastards got my hand when they took down my Magitek Reaper. If you compare its leg, though, it should still work. Here, take this key. If I had the use of my hand, I might have stood a chance out there. Please send help if you can. Are we not going to click it? Never thought Praetorium would have actually helped me. Oh boy. Jesus. Not digging this. Not digging this at all. Good luck, citizen. Really? Well, I guess we're doing this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna run out of time. Yeah, I'm not gonna abandon you. Would be nice, though, if there was more people helping. There you go. Get him. Oh, nasty. Oh, no, 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 no. None of that. I am going to die. Not gonna lie, that was a tad complex. Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. Ready! Oh my god! They brought back Crisis Core! Oh my god! Spoilers! This is the ending to Crisis Core. This is the literal ending to Crisis Core. The actual ending. Not hyperbole, not making it up, not exaggeration. This is the actual ending to Crisis Core. I don't know how many people would actually pick up on that as an Easter egg, but what a game. This expansion is incredible. I don't even care about Endgame. This right here.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna, and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Bruh. This expansion.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
Enter Xenos.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Oh man, I need some more muffins.
Well, time to call off the search.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
Oh! I always wondered what was up with that. Ishtola clearly seems like she's blind, but yet she can see pretty well. That's what it is. It's that, the Matrix Neo type stuff.
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Thank God for Ishtola.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Who are you?
Oh, man. Oh, man! Not only did I not have dinner, but still, this is spicy. If I had popcorn, I'd be eating it. That is creepy. Wow. Get away from them, you bastard!
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go.
What was that creepy thing? Xenos? Was that his soul? Ah.
But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether. And then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days.
So, either he's talking about Zodiark, which, again, Final Fantasy XII, or he is referring to Anima, which would be kind of shocking, but also not, because Anima is literally death incarnate. Single target death incarnate.
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake. All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
Bruh. Welcome to Endwalker.
Upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
So I'm not dead yet?
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
Drat.
Everything in working order?
Got my ears back.
That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly.
You could say I've not been feeling myself.
Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
Bruh. I will require a detailed report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. It can wait until later, however. For now, it's enough that you've returned. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. Thank heavens you're you again. Gave me quite a fright. Whatever that was, let's not do it again. Are you certain that you've recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. Ha! I'm just glad to be me again. Full glad am I to see thee awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. Yes, 'tis still you. My apologies. I realized too late that the aether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. 'Twas likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. Ha! Fair. No apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort in knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as a villain's puppet. Though I pray you'll be the last. True. When we first meet Thancred, I believe he's inhabited by an Ascian. Like in the very, very beginning of this game. You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? Well. Yeah. Good, though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? That's apparently their purpose for existing. Prelude to the final days or no, this ends now.